Any minute now, pheasant's gonna fly up. I'm gonna shoot it. Carl's gonna shoot at it.
Let's go.
Whoa!
Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him,
Karl and Michael,
Notice anything different about me today?
No, not really.
two hunter-gatherers who just love life.
Awesome.
If it's caught, hunted, or harvested, these two knuckleheads will throw it on a grill.
And when you add sugar to fat, you get happiness. No offense.
And with the help of world-class chefs, it's gonna be delicious. Welcome to Natural Born Gorillas.
You're not even drinking.
Well, I am. You look great. You're really
this
making a
way.
statement.
Or this way.
Not sure what that statement is.
This week, we're grilling ducks. And to do that, we gotta kill some ducks.
Went duck hunting. It was the first time I've ever hunted in my entire life. Look at all the ducks out there. I have shot shotguns in the past, but they've been out in the middle of nowhere in the desert, and I'm blasting fire extinguishers or explosive lined teddy bears.
We get out to this, what really looks like a dumpster has been buried in the ground.
We're hunting. Shh, be very, very quiet. If you were gonna try to get rid of a body, this was the perfect place to go. Two idiots sitting in a blind with shotguns.
What can possibly go wrong? We climb in and it's cramped, especially sitting in there with Karl, who's 6'9" and 450 pounds.
Oh, you are a pig.
Our hunting guide is a guy named Jason Adversalo in Woodland, California. Jason, how long have you been doing this? Guide.
I've been doing it for probably about 15 years.
It was an amazing experience watching Jason call the ducks because they were actually calling. He would call, they would respond. He would call, they would respond.
They're getting closer and closer. It's exciting.
It was awesome because now they're circling above, but they never got low enough. I don't know if it was my big ass head.
Karl, tell us that story about how you got so stupid.
Is that a good one?
It's a long one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Shoot him straight up. Shoot him straight up.
Nice! Woo! That's how we do it right there, boys!
And before it even hits the water, the dog's coming out of nowhere.
Nice work!
All right, catch him up. Here. Here. Good. Oh, boy. Leave it. That's a good looking bird right there.
So what do you have there?
We have a pintail.
Then we hunted for a while longer, but not much luck. So Jason had a great idea,
Pheasant hunting.
and that's why this show is not about ducks, it's about pheasant. So we drove a couple hours to a place near Lodi. It was a pheasant club.
So let the bird come up and get up. We're shooting 12 gauge, we got plenty.
Okay.
So just let it get up and make sure there's some horizon underneath your barrel.
We get to the pheasant club, and it's pretty cool.
Safety on, Karl?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Safety's on.
Where's the bird?
As we're walking through this field, we're going up and down lines of brush trying to make the pheasants come out and, I don't know, fly, just so we can go and shoot their ass. You don't know when they're gonna pop up. It's probably gonna scare the hell out of me. This dog is diving in, diving out, tongue dragging, just beat up, jumping back into like the bushes and stickers and crap. Come on, birdies.
Eventually, something happened.
This chicken comes flapping out of the damn brush. Whoa!
And Karl, for the first time in his life, shot a shotgun.
I start plugging away. Bah, bah, bah.
3 times, 3 misses.
On the 3rd shot, I kind of clip it.
Gave some story about it. He thinks he nicked it a little bit on the 3rd one.
And then out of the cheap seats, Michael takes my pheasant. I think I winged him.
All right, Grace, the birds, get him out. Come on. Grace, where's the bird? Come on, cut him out.
Anything out here? Dead meat.
Any minute now, pheasant's gonna fly up. I'm gonna shoot it. Karl's gonna shoot at it. Take it, Karl, Karl! Nice.
You get that? Somebody got that.
One of us did. Hey, whoa.
Did he have anything to do with that kill at all?
He got it going faster for me. He scared it right into my shot.
I think I saw feathers fly when I pulled the, I clipped him at least.
I'm starting to feel bad for him. I mean, he's never shot before, but what's funny is that he thinks he's hitting these birds.
I mean, out of those 7, at this point, I think I'd shot about 4. Pretty happy with myself. Should be drinking blood, right? It's my first kill.
And finally, the sun's going down, so it's time to head out.
So we're walking back to the truck, and all of a sudden the camera guy, Branson, goes, "Hey, look at the dog."
Oh, yeah.
Get on it, boys.
And we turn around, and the dog is, sure enough, in position, has found another bird.
Let's close this out.
You're good, honestly.
Okay.
And everybody goes, "Karl, this one's yours." Like, okay.
Nice!
Yeah!
Bird comes up, pop, first shot.
He's excited. Everybody's excited. Karl finally hit something. Nice.
All right.
No question.
One shot.
Nice.
Hesitated, took a
Took your
breath,
time.
took my time, nailed it. That was, that just made my day.
It was a great way to end the day. I have so much more respect for you now that I've seen you kill.
Karl and Michael failed at duck hunting, but guide Jason Adversalo saved the day by taking them on an afternoon pheasant hunt. Welcome back to Natural Born Grillers.
One of the cool things about hunting is finding out about the game. You know, is it indigenous and where did it come from? What's its history? We got this guy, Dave Stelk, and each week he tells us everything you want to know about these animals. We call him our meteorologist.
I'm Dave Stelk. It's time to meet your meat. Pheasants. Dr. Mike, he's kind of like a pheasant whisperer.
Oh, it's okay, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right.
You seem to commune with the pheasant.
Yeah.
Which is good, because pheasants can be a little flighty.
Whoa, grab it.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
The animal senses fear.
What, well, I'm fearful right now.
I'll just grab it.
If Dr. Mike has soothing hands,
It's okay, it's all right.
it's because he's a retired chiropractor.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Who, along with his friends, keep some pheasants in these pens.
Yeah, this is our San Joaquin Delta here.
pheasants came from China. In the 1800s, Chinese workers immigrated to this confusion of waterways and islands in Northern California to build these levees.
They brought these pheasants with them, and the pheasants got loose and multiplied, and now they're naturally throughout the delta.
An ideal habitat for pheasants, but
Their natural environment is being taken away, especially here in California, by urban sprawl.
so Dr. Mike heads the local chapter of Pheasants Forever.
And what we do is we go around and develop habitat, natural habitat for pheasants. There's about 30 different species of pheasants, and they're in every country and continent. These Chinese ringnecks are probably the prettiest.
Dr. Mike appreciates their beauty,
Yes, it has the beautiful purple with the red around the eyes, the white ring, which is...
but something sinister lurks beneath the pretty plumage. It's got spurs.
Yes. Oh, they're territorial. They fight.
Oh boy. Oh my God, you're bleeding.
Oh, that's a little bit. That's all right.
You have all your shots?
I got all my shots. Come on, you're gonna get tired in a minute.
The colorful pheasant's feisty temperament is what makes it such a good sport, literally. Well, what the hell happened?
I just got his feathers.
You just grabbed his ass.
I tried to grab him.
People have hunted prized pheasants for centuries,
Evolution has made this into a beautiful game animal.
and they also taste good.
The consistency of the meat, they're very good to eat. A lot of people bake them, barbecue them, smoke them.
But you seem attached to your pheasant.
Oh, I'm gonna turn her loose.
So conservationists like Dr. Mike raise and then release pheasants into the wild to sustain the population so they can hunt them. I'm Dave Stoke. Whoa. Oh, God. Stop. Whoa. He got me.
Hey! We've got birds.
Hey, Kyle, look where we are.
Fly trap.
So, we have these birds, and Karl knows a guy. Karl knows a lot of guys. You must be Haas.
I'm Haas.
I'm Michael. Nice to meet you.
Chef
You know
Haas.
this guy?
Good to see you
Yeah,
again.
how are you?
Ah.
See you. You get a hug too.
Oh, hey! I like it.
So I contacted a chef buddy of mine, Haas Zare, who owns a Zare at Fly Trap, and he was nice enough to show us how to prep them.
Let me open these beauties. They're gorgeous.
Ooh,
Sweet.
look at that thing. Looks like a lot of dark meat. I mean, is it?
But they're wild, and then that's one of the things that they breast because they fly. They get darker. Because if you see the chicken, there's dark and white meat.
Right.
Because they're always walking around, and then there's not much muscles working on the breast. But the
Gotcha.
bird, wild bird, they fly a lot, so the breast is darker for that reason. Because they were using that's the reason the bird.
So dark meat is the same meat? It's
Same meat, but because
more
they
exercise.
do exercise, they're flying and the muscles, and they get darker. You can actually the night before or a few hours before you can brine it.
Okay.
Simple based on the recipe brine.
Let's talk about brine.
Brine.
Brine is, in my opinion, I take water, I boil it. Because while it's boiling, I put some sugar and salt in, then let it cool.
Cool it.
And then I put the bird in it.
Yeah.
And
So
let it
that's
sit
your
there for-
basic brine. But now you want to get fancy, you can add to the bay leaves in it, pink peppercorn in it, orange, cut orange in half thrown in there because you want to give the aromatic flavor.
Right.
So, or lemon thyme or regular thyme in that. As much as you want to give it, that's simple brining.
What does brining do?
It's tenderizing the meat.
Okay. And then he also gave us a way to make appetizers, which that was my job, was to do these things called the loin.
What you can do, we can get the bird, forget about the presentation of the legs, cut that one. Tender, easy to go, and in a whole meat, you can just little light powder, like a knife. And I don't have the stuff to show it. You take this one,
Oh, man, that's looking good.
take the skewer, and a little thin pancetta or the prosciutto around it.
Cheddar prosciutto.
Quick shock on the, almost, you don't want to just all the way cook it because it's going to get tough. With pancetta, grill it.
And the one thing he pointed out was you don't want to overcook it, because once you overcook the pheasant, it's like eating a leather belt.
Especially with pheasant, you have to be really be careful. Like, you want them to be moist.
Right.
Otherwise, you pass that moistness, it's gonna get tough.
Done.
But one of the easiest and safe bets with the pheasant I recommend for home cookers or people they wanna smoke it.
Okay, all right, that's a great segue.
It's smoking.
Tell me about smoking.
I hold the lift
Oh,
the bird
wow.
in the skin. Yeah.
Looking underneath its shirt. Beautiful. It's like being in high school again.
This is mixed
Right.
with the garlic. I'm gonna pretend it has a garlic. I just take the paste of the garlic and this herb, rub it underneath.
Oh, yeah.
It feels so good.
And when you want to smoke it also, even though you smoking flavor, you can always doesn't hurt. You stuff the cavity with the goodies you want.
There you go.
Say, this is a fennel. Like
Fennel.
one fennel.
So just a few little
Again, we're gonna
vegetables.
contaminate everything, but who cares?
That's our mantra. How much temperature do I need on that smoking?
Low is low.
So like 180?
180 and then go as
just
long as you
keep
keep going.
smoking it?
Smoking.
We came to the right place.
Fly.
Yeah, fly trap.
Are you
Perfect.
still open to having people bring their own game in?
I will do that one. As long as they eat themselves, not to other people.
Right, sure.
For their own table.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
You are a gentleman.
Yeah, all
scholar.
time. Thank you.
Thanks to Chef Haas Zare of Zare at Flytrap, Karl and Michael have a plan on how to turn an ice chest full of pheasant into a delicious meal. Welcome back to Natural Born Grillers.
Look at that hole on the other side. Is that where you got them? So I gotta look for the shot while we're eating it, or do they usually get that out?
No, they don't get it out. It's still in there. Be careful when you're eating it.
So they're not peppercorn.
But at least it's steel now. Not going to hurt you if you ingest it. But they used to be lead, and I never anybody heard complain about it. But and people were eating lead. But a few years back, they decided that was a bad idea. So now you have to use steel shot. So we come back to the house and we wash the birds and prepare them the way the chef had told us.
And you know what? We've got some great tips from Haas, so it seemed to be pretty, it was pretty easy.
Already tenderized, tender.
Well, while you're butchering, maybe I start wrapping, huh?
That'd be a great idea.
So you wrap it like this?
No,
Yeah.
just like this.
Ah, and then roll it.
And then roll it up.
Ah, okay.
There you go. You did
It
it.
is.
You shot a bird.
Shot a
you
bird.
Filleted a bird.
We've now
you-
prepared something edible, hopefully.
Okay, so we have legs, and we have fillets, and we have hors d'oeuvres, and we have whole birds that we're going to smoke. Using the Komodo Kamado, the world's greatest grill. It kicks ass.
All we got to do is just not screw up the grilling.
This is a hickory.
Okay.
I meant to ask the chef what he would use, but I already got the hickory soaked, so
So that's what we're
do it.
smoking.
I'm going to throw
Wow.
a bunch of it on there because I want a bunch of smoke to start with, and it'll burn off in
That
about...
doesn't even seem like a lot, I would think.
Oh, wait till you see it start burning.
Okay.
We're going to keep the temperature around 200, and
Okay.
let them go for like 4 hours we can.
Great. That means smoky, tender,
Low and slow.
slow, right?
Low and slow. I love this grill. It had ashes on there.
Yeah, it's
I wasn't, you know. This is my sweet wife. We went to go get us yams.
Because sweet potatoes are not yams.
Just a little bit, a little dab will do you. Whoa, too much.
I'm gonna go ahead and flip that bad boy.
These are the pheasant legs. These are the drumsticks, if you will.
Wow. I guess just put them across the top, huh?
Put them where you can. So remember, the one thing he said, and the one thing I know is, don't overcook pheasant or it'll become too tough to eat.
We needed them at 160 degrees.
160.
170. I think they're done.
I think we better start pulling them.
Yep, 180, which means we may have shoe leather.
Hi, hi, hi.
What's up, ladies?
Justin's our local home brewing expert. And when he shows up, the party starts.
What's happening?
Hello.
Brought a box of beer.
Beer guy shows up, so finally we can start drinking more.
Bring it in.
Oh, I love this guy.
Did you guys kill it?
Yeah.
That's the one that you killed?
The one.
This isn't a prop?
We killed
they only
8.
have-
You killed...
We killed eight pheasant.
Yeah. You go with us next time?
I don't know. I don't know if I can kill anything.
I thought the same thing.
I like shooting.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Once you taste it.
Once you get that first taste of blood,
Yeah.
I thought I was going to have trouble. And as soon as that bird flew up, I was just raining hellfire.
They're cooking these little prosciutto wrapped quail, you know, loins or something.
So I'm going to say a minute on each side.
I'm gonna cook the shit out of it.
There's a debate going on about how long to cook the things.
No, he said, I remember, 15, 20 seconds.
I asked him about that.
And you asked him twice about that.
And the answer is clear because a trained chef has told these two how to cook the things.
Who's going to be our tester?
Do they listen? No. Do they ever listen?
We keep debating, is it too cooked, not cooked enough, raw? Don't eat it raw because there's salmonella.
Pull one off, and guess who gets to try it out? This guy. It's good. But mixed in with that prosciutto stuff, I can't tell if it's raw or not.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you'll find out in about 20 minutes.
But Michael takes a skewer like out of a raw one, still on the plate, to pull the other one off the grill and hand it to Karl that way. And he hands him off of the raw skewer.
You're right. That was the skewer.
Yeah, I
that
know.
was the skewer.
It was in the raw meat. Using up all our sauce.
That's what your toilet's gonna look like tomorrow.
A little hot.
They're still a regional brewery, so you just lost a tooth? Buckshot. You're kidding.
Three,
You ready?
2, and 1.
Be ready. Here goes. Wow. Here you go, Karl.
Yeah, I definitely.
You like the skin.
I do.
All right, here goes.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Is there a potential for buckshot in this one as well?
Yeah.
No. Birdshot, yeah.
Birdshot.
Got it. I'm sitting down and they serve me a big piece of pheasant breast, and it's pretty good. So I'm kind of carving into it. I take another big bite. I chomp down, and what do I chomp into? Buckshot.
No way.
You got a pellet?
No, we gotta show it.
You gotta show it.
Yeah, we gotta keep that bitch.
find it. It's a
Oh, you'll find it. Eating his pheasant, gets a little birdshot, and suddenly, oh, I just got my teeth redone. I'm not eating anymore.
I don't want to eat anymore because it's full of bullets. I'm staying with the yams now.
Oh, come on.
I just spent a lot of money on my teeth.
Well, just don't chew so hard.
I was chewing as soft as possible.
Well, then it worked out.
I brought you a farmhouse ale. It's really an excellent beer that has a little bit of spicy taste to it. I thought would go good with the bird. It's called a farmhouse ale because they used to just, it was brewed for farm workers to drink at lunch, essentially. It was cheap to make because it was just mostly made with wheat, It was cheap to make. You fermented it in the farmhouse, which got some of those wild yeasts in there. And then the workers could drink it at lunch because it's a lower alcohol. So they didn't get hammered at lunch. They just have a couple glasses and go back to work. So that's the whole farmhouse ale style. And this is just the classic example of it. And you can find it in most places. It's called Saison du Pont.
Actually, that's really good.
It's delicious. Mm-hmm. We had tried it a little earlier because we thought we'd overdone it, but
It's with the hair bits. Do pheasants have hair?
well, they have,
Feathers and hair and feathers. Oh man, I wasn't. No, I was just blasting away from the hip.
he was Tony Montana.
That's okay.
Look at me now.
That's okay. I'll be back. Another quaalude.
Cheers, everybody. Hey, we did another great job.
I think everything that you didn't screw up came out really good.
Yes, the yams are great.
Yams are amazing. I brought a lot more beer.
It's time to put those cameras down and eat.
No, that's when we turn the cameras on.
Fuck that.
I get hay fever. Forgot about my allergies. Got screwed up.
That's fancy talk for he's a big pussy.
City boy, man.
Hey, get over. That's my eye look. That's my eye look.